So as I mentioned, we're 800 meters away from that Arctic cheetah. That means if he was to look at me, he can't lock onto me. But as he gets closer and he crosses over that 559 meter, he'll be able to lock onto me. Whereas if I had the full skills here,
New target.
like that guy's so close, now he can lock on. So over 500 meters away, he is able to lock onto me. And that's a really disadvantage when you're trying to be stealthy. Hey, what's going on, guys? Phil here, and we are back with another Mechwarrior Online trial mech review, specifically looking at the Phoenix Hawk 2. I really enjoy this mech, and I've played it quite a bit on stream. And speaking of stream, make sure to join us live. I'll have that link down below, but that is twitch.tv/NGNGTV, where I stream Monday through Friday. So come check it out live. But this mech is actually a favorite of mine, albeit it's a little bit different setup. The trial mech comes with 6 medium lasers, of course, jump jets, ECM, and an XL, I believe 325 we'll take a look at in a second. Now, there are some features I would say that definitely make this unique. One, it almost looks like the Master Chief mask. I don't know if anybody else gets that. Of course, it's got these, like, I don't know what you would call them, things that go in the sky. We got the antennas, and of course the all-inclusive gun arms, right? Because pew pew, right? Albeit though, I really actually do enjoy this mech as far as a performance. Having all the weapons and arms gives me a lot of flexibility to engage. This does have 6 medium lasers, which isn't as, I believe, lethal as the 6 medium pulse laser setup, but in this configuration, it is actually much more efficient on heat, which for a new player, which this video is designed for, I think is a good thing. Now, there's a few things to be very aware of with this. One, the arms are vulnerable. 50% of your firepower is in each arm, so just keep that in mind. There is really no way to just shield from one side or the other. So that all being said, another drawback to this is the legs. All about the mobility. Without speed tweak, you average around 120 some odd kph. So if you lose a leg, you're going to lose a lot of mobility. And of course, you do have jump jets. But for all of its cons, it has a lot of pros. But let's go ahead and jump into the Mech Lab, check it out in detail, and again, go over a few more of those pros and cons. As I was just talking about, some of the cons are, it does have an XL345, but the pro on that is because it gives you such a large engine here, you go 124.2 kph. Now, is that the fastest? No, but for a medium mech, that's actually pretty decent with 4 jump jets, 3 double heat sinks in the engine itself, and of course, maxed out everywhere else except for 1 crit space. So let's talk about this ECM, because I feel like if you're a new player, this is the first time you're looking at it, you may not know what this does. If we read the text here, ECM basically protects friendly units and yourself within 120 meters from electronic targeting systems. The GECM also can counter effects of another ECM. All right, so here's the thing. What does this even mean? By default, all mechs have around 800 meters sensor range. With this just equipped on your mech, they cannot lock onto you until they get to around 559 meters. Now, this is where the cons sort of kick in with this, and this is sort of where I wish skills would be applied to newer mechs here, because here's the thing, this really isn't effective. I mean, most engagements happen within that bracket. So, and if you're a newer player, you're going to be engaging within that. So basically, this gives you no benefit whatsoever. Someone's going to be able to lock onto you with LRMs, streaks, ATMs, you name it, and they're going to be able to share your information with others. Now, where does that change? It changes when you're allowed to go to the skill tree, go to sensors, and you can pick up these nodes down here called enhanced ECM. Now, what does that do? Well, what that does is it brings that effective 559 meters to around 200 meters. So they're not able to lock onto you to about pretty much right on top of you, which is really, really helpful. So without that, these trial mechs that have ECM aren't as effective. Actually, I would say they're extremely gunned here, not to mention the skills on the skills trees for cooldown. But this is actually a fault, I would say, of PGI not giving trial mechs also a trial set of nodes here. It should just be a given, because without this, this mech will be impeded. Now, can you still make it work? Yes. And I think if you know, hey, that's how ECM works, it may benefit you. But here's the thing. Your optimal is 270 meters. So even if you're talking about double the range to 540 meters, you're still not in, you know, outside of that range to be locked on. So basically your engagement range is in the range that they can lock onto you. So I know that sounds a lot of negative, and it is to some extent. I just wanted you to know how that works, and that it is a detriment if you do pick this mech up. If you do purchase this mech, which I would say is a thumbs up for me. Now we'll wait to see how it can perform in the trial configuration. But as far as customized, this is a really fun setup. You can make this mech really, really fun. And like I said, that also includes having Guardian ECM nodes, because without them, you are sort of impacted. But let's go ahead and hop into some matches, showcase what this trial mech can do. And of course, this isn't a stock build, right? This is created by the community for newer players to play. Albeit, I believe this is a little outdated. That all being said, 1.33 isn't really the correct heat efficiency. And what I mean by that is that number is 1.56. Now, if you're jump jetting around, then of course, if you're jump jetting and firing, that'll drop down to 1.33. But heat management's at 1.56. You only got those 3 extra doubles. But with medium lasers, it's quite effective on heat. But it'd be even better if we had the nodes to be able to cool down a little bit quicker. But without that all being said, I'm looking forward to this, so let's go jump in and try a few matches, shall we? All right, here we go. We have Incursion, River City. As I mentioned, that ECM is not as effective as if you had the skills. I feel like that's actually sort of a letdown of design of not giving trial mechs also trial, basically. And I feel like they should have full 91 nodes, but it's locked. You can't change it. And I feel like that's just sort of a drawback to the designs of trial mechs. It's like, hey, we're giving you this free mech, but, you know, you're missing out on, you know, let's just say 10 to 15% of its true combat effectiveness. And in this case, significantly less effective ECM range. So as I mentioned, we're 800 meters away from that Arctic cheetah. That means if he was to look at me, he can't lock onto me. But as he gets closer and he crosses over that 559 meter, he'll be able to lock onto me. Whereas if I had the full skills here, new target, like that guy's so close, now he can lock on. So over 500 meters away, he is able to lock onto me. And that's a really disadvantage when you're trying to be stealthy. This is actually a very odd match, and I should be watching where I'm going. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull back here. Looks like my friendlies are flanking all the way left, and we are flanking on the left, and they're potentially pushing on the right, and I don't want to be alone here. And one thing I will recommend to new players is pay attention to that mini-map. I know it may seem a little bit confusing at first because there's a lot going on, but just sort of, you know, look down there with your eyes every once in a while, sort of like looking in your rearview mirror in the car, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to push up here. We're starting to see friendly UAVs go up. And again, I've got 283 meters on my medium lasers. That actually comes from quirks on this particular chassis. It normally comes with 270 effective. Let's push up here. Again, we do have, oh, this guy's running ultra. Okay, all right. His right arm may be, okay, that guy's got tag. Tag will pierce your ECM, by the way. You'll show up and they can see. We're going to take that arm off. Oh, wow. That was so many of his weapons. That is so bad. That's I'm sorry, buddy, but customize a little bit better. All right, we're going for that right torso on that Vapor Eagle. Okay. I'm going to watch jump jetting here. You can see I'm cresting the heat sort of threshold here. And you can always switch to thermal as well if you need a little bit more contrast, but I think the night vision is good to go right here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna press up here. We got a good back shot against this guy. One more hit. Oh, wow. That was a go. He's almost ready to die. There we go. And legs on that Raven. Let's see. Nope. We got someone down in the tunnels here. We're gonna push out left. Again, I just saw someone with LRMs. Yep, there he is. Oh, we got multiples over here. So I'm going to cut in so that Raven can't shoot at me. All right, I'm going to give him my back, and I'm going to shoot at Juliet here. Going for back hits. He's trying to run here. Go for a high spot. Again, oh, so close. That Raven is still right here, I believe, or at least close. You can see that because I'm being countered. You'll see that little notification pop up. Ooh, this guy's almost down.
Target destroyed.
Okay, that guy's dead as well.
New
Let's go and
target
see.
acquired.
Juliet is having a bad day. We can get on a 6. We already doing a good job there. Oh yeah, that was a good hit. One more touch. Also, too, keep in mind, rear CT is right at the pelvis, so you can see we shot there pretty low,
Acquired.
and we were able to do damage.
Target acquired.
All right, now I'm gonna fall back here. I don't want to be the front line again. I still have plenty of armor, so that's not a problem. But there's still plenty of enemies out there to really like put it to me. So I'm gonna go and push up here. You can see he's engaging me. He may have thermals as well, but it looks like he was just looking. Okay, shield here. Let him look at me. What's hotel doing? Oh, we'll get a shot there on the back. Golf is focusing on something else. We're gonna alpha, pop back around. Let him focus on something else. Alpha, pop back, jump, twist. Okay, he's about to go down. CT here. And we're able to finish him.
Critical.
It's 8-3, feeling pretty good here. We're gonna go and be super aggressive. We got plenty of armor to share here. It's like we have a gargle. There's also ECM, so you can see that little icon. That means ECM is there. Ooh, what is this guy doing? All right, it's a rack 5. Interesting. Okay, that's a setup. Rack 5. I actually like the rack 5, but no, not on the Dragon Flame. That's such a fun setup to have the AC-20 on.
New target.
By the way,
acquired.
the Flame AC-20 is fantastic. AC-20 for mediums. We're gonna go for this guy's rear here. We just got shot as well. Oh, speaking of another Phoenix Hawk, that one's actually customized. This has AMS, which the stock one does. Trial Mech does not.
Fuel at 25%. Fuel at 0%.
He wants to roll, but I'm not playing that game.
Level critical.
All right, need to watch this overheating. Again, this does have an XL. If you take 20 damage internal, that could actually kill you. So I'm gonna go ahead and maneuver here, try to minimize damage incoming.
New
And this
target
guy's, again,
acquired.
focused strictly on me. He's not worried about anybody else. That's fine.
Heat level
Just have to be
critical.
careful here. Oh, we just got another kill there. And there he is. So he's able to lock onto me.
Heat level critical.
Torso twisting here. Then he's gonna be more efficient, and there we go. And he's probably gonna be more efficient because he's got a smaller engine and he's able to fit a few more double heat sinks. But I feel like that was a really good round. And of course, Incursion, we have to now go shoot their base. But altogether, this has really good speed maneuverability. But I definitely notice a difference compared to a customized version as far as heat. But I also run a medium pulse laser build on this, and it does run hot. I do have cool shots, but I also run skills on this, right, which reduce heat. It can increase DPS with like cooldown nodes and like laser duration and stuff like that. But it also allows you to burst fire really quick, cool down a little bit quicker, so forth and so on. So there's some trade-offs, but I definitely noticed the heat there. As you saw, we got a little bit closer than I wanted. But let's go ahead and hop into another match and show you what this is capable of. Again, really fun build, especially if you know how to play it. Use the maneuverability to your advantage. And let's see, 770 damage, 228 and a plus if you had the premium time, which again, I think is worth it. It's up to you. A lot of people have some spare stuff. You can get MC for free as well during the events, but it depends on what you're wanting to do. And if we look at the spread here, yep. Oh, well, we had someone else that was up there as well. So good on you. All right, let's do it. And of course, guys, don't forget to check out our store at NoGutsNoGalaxyStore.com. I have a link down below, but we have a whole host of shirts. We got a hoodie. Of course, we will rotate in more hoodies when it gets a little bit colder here in the US. Stickers as well as mouse pad. This is a normal mouse pad too. It's cloth, by the way. And each t-shirt comes with different colors. So if maybe you're digging something a little bit more white or gray or green or navy blue, stuff like that, you can get this. Also, it is international shipping. So if you live in Europe, it actually prints and ships from there. So the shipping prices should be less. You can check it out and just add it to your cart and check that out. But anyways, make sure to check out the store for your merch out there. Appreciate it. All right, we have another sort of darker map. We have Solaris City here. This is actually a pretty decent map for this mech speed maneuverability. Whether or not you use thermal and night vision, that's really up to you. I like the contrast of both. I think sometimes they both have their benefits. I would say I would probably use night vision more. It really just depends. If you know there's a little, mechs run around with stealth, you don't want to always go in thermal. Sometimes you'll miss them, but definitely night vision, just having the contrast, just something, whatever helps you, but teach his own. Looks like we do have some fast movers here. I'll go ahead and join them.
Keep it up.
Looks like we're already capping. All right, they're in the zone now. Usually some of them start coming from this direction. So what we'll do is just sort of maneuver here. Pay attention, don't want to overstep here.
Target
There they are.
acquired.
There's some of them are. All right, that's within my range. And again, I am lockable. Another drawback to not having skills here is that I don't have radar deprivation, right? And usually I don't take radar deprivation. Ooh, wow. See, he just locked onto me, which gave them my information and they were able to see
New
me.
target
That's actually
acquired.
another scary part to this entire thing, right? Is like, I may not even be seen by one, but I'm locked on. That information is shared to a friendly, right? And that's scary in itself. Using maneuverability here, just got tagged.
New target acquired.
Alright, that guy's got ATMs, so his ATMs will not be as effective. I'm being shot from up there. Alright, that's cute. Oh, that's a big boy. And again, I'm that far away and that target can actually lock onto me, which is scary. So I'm gonna maneuver here. Looks like it's Gargoyle. Higgles the Brave. I'm sorry, Higgles, what's about to occur to you?
New target
What's about to
acquired.
happen? Oh wow, they've got a lot of them over here. So he is by himself right now. I'm gonna go for his leg.
New target acquired.
Ooh, this Shadow Cat is not paying attention. Ooh, he just shut down. That's bad juju for you. That's why override's so important. He's probably running the dual peep setup, so it's right torso. Probably. I'm gonna guess. He doesn't even know I'm here. I don't have a UAV or I'd pop it. That would definitely help me. He may think it's...
Critical.
Oh, wow, that's cute. That urban mech knew exactly where I was. Dang. All right. Dervish.
Heat level critical.
Oh, he's running ERs and MRMs, so he's gonna come right at me. So I'm gonna pop off here. He's not even...
At 25%. Fuel at
Yeah,
0%.
I'm being locked and fired at by so many people. Maneuvering, again, I was the last guy over there, so it's probably good that I moved right in there. I'm gonna go ahead and head towards this hunchback with this Atlas. It's 2-2, it's still pretty close. This guy doesn't know an Atlas is coming for him, but let's see what he does here. He maybe go up or down, I don't really know. Oh, he's LB-20s. Oh, that's scary. If his aim was a little bit better, it'd be even a bit scarier. All right, his torso's open. I'm gonna go for that. Got it. Okay, this Atlas is gonna press in here. I'm gonna go ahead and cover him. Doing DPS where I can. The Atlas is gonna be able to finish him. Cool, just play wingman here. Play smart, use him for cover. Do DPS when I can. It looks like we got the Dervish right there. He just took a nice hit to the back. Another hit to the back. We have Juliet here. I'm gonna go to flank. Looks like Gauss rifle, large pulse, so forth. Take his arms out. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Take that torso. Ooh, don't look at me. All right, he just missed. I'm going for the torso here. I think this Atlas wants to push through, so I'm gonna go do so.
Critical.
Now, my right torso is open. I am an XL, right? I need to be careful here.
Acquired. Heat level critical.
All right, that guy is CT. Cool. We just did work on that guy. He's running away.
Heat level.
Let's go to be super aggressive. Shield with my left here. Okay.
Heat level critical.
Okay, I just tapped at that 100%, so I'm gonna give this a few seconds to cool off here. Oh, my Atlas isn't with me. That's fine. That's fine.
Fuel at 25%.
Ooh, ATMs, they hurt.
Incoming missile.
It's a Cougar, by the way. ATM. Oh, it's an LRM. Okay. He's open up as well. Torso on him.
Heat level critical.
Shield. Come in.
Heat level critical. Override shut
Cool. All right, he's dead. All right. Good to go. Who else do we got up here? Does he have any even weapons? Oh, he does.
critical. Death.
Oh.
Heat level critical. New
And we got a Fafnir coming in here. Up. All right. I'm gonna use friendlies for shield. Another Cougar. Another Cougar. Okay, I got cover. I'm gonna back up here. Oh, no. Use friendly.
Critical damage. Heat level
Shielding here. I got back armor.
fuel
Oh.
at 25%.
Okay, he just got shot. Oh, Fafnir.
Heat level critical. Target acquired.
Lock on. Provide
Target spotted.
information. That torso's open or not open yet.
Heat level critical.
All All right, something I didn't do, but I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna put these on chain fire, and I should have done that at the very beginning. That allows me to not do something stupid like that. That allows me to be able to chain fire, like when I'm really cresting heat and I don't want to push that envelope too much. Okay, that guy could kill me with one hit. Speaking of leg. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and maneuver here. He's in the circle. I don't think he'll come for me, but you never know. I'm pretty weak here. All right, again, I think if you're doing this correctly and you're torso twisting and you're maneuvering here, it could be it's a really good mech. Now, if you are new and ECM, you have a counter option. So what counter is if another ECM mech was standing right here, I could hit counter, right, which is J by default. And you'll notice my ECM goes from disrupt to counter. So counter, what that does is it basically nullifies their ECM. So it's like they didn't have it. But if you keep it in disrupt, what that does is, again, it shields your friendlies from getting that information outward. Okay, this guy's coming this way. He's coming for our Arctic cheetah. Oh, I'm gonna go for him. Oh no, we both got each other. That works. That works. All right, that was a good trade-off there. So, yeah, another, I think, solid round showcasing the Phoenix Hawk 2 and a trial configuration. Again, 288 with 144. So I mean, we'd be topping 400 plus C-bills if we had premium time here. 764 damage, and as far as match score, let's see here. I always forget. Oh yeah, 546. So again, pretty solid. Good job to my Atlas bro there on that flank on the left side. Sometimes just doing that. And again, you came down 4 people left alive, and we were 2 of them. Or, well, I died at the very end. But yeah, very solid performance both rounds. Let's go to hop back in the mech lab and talk a little bit. So as you can see, the Phoenix Hawk 2 in this trial configuration, in my opinion, is actually a solid mech for a new player to use. There are some cons, and we talked about those. But that being said, I think the trial mech, if you were to use it and get an understanding of how it works and how it plays, feels really good, especially in the circumstances. I do think you will learn a few things about heat management, especially with an all laser setup, especially on those like hotter maps as well. But all that being said, this is a really agile mech. It's got maneuverability with jump jets as well. It does give you a little bit of added protection with LRMs at range, right? That being all said, you do see LRMs and ATMs being fired outside of 559 meters, so this could give you added protection in those maps if someone doesn't tag you. So just sort of keep that in mind. Also, that math is only if that mech that is looking at you doesn't have other equipment and or sensor upgrades in the skills too. So that does change. I have to sort of mention that. Overall, I think the mech does tank well. If you know what you're doing, you can disarm this mech, and that's probably one of its biggest downfalls. The XL engine could come into play, especially as a newer player, but I think if you know that, which means if you lose your left or right torso using this mech, you will die. So again, shielding, as you saw when I was turning towards that last Cougar, I actually turned my back because, again, I had more armor in the back than I did in the front, and that has 8 in the rear, right? So I actually physically had more armor in the rear. Overall, I think it's a good mech to utilize. I don't have a star rating, but I would definitely say it's a mech that you as a new player should check out. And I think it gives you a good impression of what mediums and sometimes even light mechs can offer with all energy builds. Now, that being said, if you really enjoy this mech, you can purchase the Phoenix Hawk 2 for C-bills as well. And would I recommend that? Yes, I love this mech. There's different setups, again, from medium laser, 6 mediums, to a medium pulse, to ER mediums. For me, this mech is definitely one of those skirmishes and or brawlers and skirmishes where you get in, you burst, you run away, right? Or you link up with a friendly and you do that kind of behavior, and it's really deadly. So this is a thumbs up from me, and I think for a lot of players, this will be a great learning experience. So make sure to check out the trial mech if you're new to the game. And of course, we'll be checking out the others in videos coming soon. So anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And if you did and you're new, make sure to click that follow, like, all that fun stuff. Leave a comment down below what you guys think of this chassis, and of course, what other trial mechs you want to see, or maybe just have any of these trial mechs inspired you to buy the mech as well. But yeah, if you are new, if you guys want to help support my creation of these videos and my passion about Mechwarrior and Battletech, consider checking out my Patreon. I'll have that link down below. And of course, like I said, make sure to catch us live on Twitch. Link will be down below. Join us on our awesome community. We do have a great Discord community where we have every Mechwarrior known to man on there, where you guys can talk Mechwarrior Online, Battletech. We have other channels as well, so make sure to check out that. I'll have a link down below for our Discord. Keep in mind, if you do join our Discord, when you join, there's going to be 2 channels at the very top. It says welcome notification. You'll see your name pop up there when you join, and then it'll say welcome read first. All you got to do is click on that little heart button and it'll automatically give you roles. That way I don't have to do it. And if you're a Twitch subscriber, make sure to connect your Twitch account and it'll automatically put you into that group. And if you're one of my patrons, if you have any problems, feel free to ask, but it should be self-explanatory. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the Phoenix Hawk 2 trial mech review, where I give a thumbs up. Utilize it, learn it, and I think it'll put you in a better position as far as growing your, I would say, knowledge base of how to play the game. So until next time, Mech Warriors,